So I want to propose a different idea, a different mode of being, a different narrative, let's say. What if we can get what we want, get what we desire, and get our manifestations, not from a place of stress and worry, but from a place of peace and harmony? What if we can actualize our dreams and reach a fulfilling life, not through the hustle and anxiety, but through the flow and acceptance? Now you may be thinking, Steven's a bit too optimistic. He's got his hippie hat on and he's talking about all these optimistic things which aren't practical. And I used to think the same thing when I hear spiritual teachers and gurus and YouTubers talk about this same topic, when they say that you can relax and you can let go and let the universe bring things to you and you can flow without the hard work and hustle. I always thought that these people were so far detached from reality. They're up in the clouds and that they weren't giving practical advice. It sounds good, but it's not practical. That's what I was thinking. And so that's why in today's video, I really want to unpack this, because there's a lot of unlearning which I needed to undergo to actually understand and actually embrace this idea. And the biggest thing which got everything to just click and help me understand is when I thought about the law of attraction, because the law of attraction is always in operation. And what is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is that you do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. And when you think about it, the hustle culture mentality, right? The people who really want something, I really want this, I really want this, I'm going to give up sleep, I'm going to work 80 hours a week, I'm going to hustle and grind my way there. That is the energy that they are emitting. That is the state of being that they are emitting. So that is the reality that they're going to get. Even if they reach, say they're trying to go for $1 million, even if they reach that $1 million, they're not going to feel the peace and harmony and fulfillment that they think that they're going to reach at the finish line, because that is the vibration that they are emitting. It's sort of like, there's an analogy of a man sitting in front of a fireplace and is like, hey fireplace, why aren't you giving me warmth? And the fireplace is like, well, you got to give me the wood first. And it's the exact same thing here. People are hustling and grinding their way to the end destination, and the end destination, they think that the $1 million is going to give them the peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance, while they're in the vibration of stress, worry, hustle, and anxiety. And that's why there's so many millionaires out there that are depressed. It's why there's so many rich people who aren't happy. It's because they're trapped in this mode of being. They think that the destination is going to give them peace, harmony, and flow. But unless they change their inner state of being, they're not going to get that. They're just going to keep attracting the stress, worry, hustle, and anxiety to them. The law of attraction is always in operation. And I want you to think about an artist, right? If an artist is in their own head, if they're in survival mode, if they're anxious, if they're scared, if they're not in flow, then the art that they're going to be making isn't going to be coming from within. It's like, it is going to be coming from within, but it's not going to be the truest, purest expression of themselves. So for an artist to make the best art, it comes from a state of flow. It comes from a state of surrender. That's when they let like the universe or God or I don't know, whatever universal spirit work through them, through their artwork, and they're just the mediator between God and their art, right? That's the way that I see art. But then you may be thinking, but I'm not an artist, so this isn't practical to me. But you may not be an artist, you may not be a musician, you may not be a writer, but you are still a creator. You are still the creator of your own life. Your life is the canvas, and your state of being is the paintbrush. And this is because the law of attraction is always in operation. It is always in operation. The universe is reflecting back to you your current state of being. That is the paintbrush of your experience. Your state of being, that's what it all boils down to. That's why I say relaxation is the new manifestation. So if you want to create your life, like your ideal life, a fulfilling life, then it comes from a place of relaxation, from a place of peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance. Because that's what's going to attract the vibrational reality of peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance to you when you embody that state. Embody the state of relaxation. And it can be a bit difficult because, you know, the outer world has this stuff to make you angry and annoy you and really push your buttons. So for example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, then you get out of your state of flow and peace and harmony, right? You get angry, you might even beep at them. And I used to be the same thing, like until I realized that, like, man, why am I spending my energy on somebody who cut me off, and then hold on to that for the rest of my day, and then for the rest of my day I'm emanating anger, and then people around me can feel that energy, and then the world's going to reflect that back to me, and my days just gonna snowball into negativity from there through momentum of holding on to that negative emotion. And I've got a trick here. So a lot of you guys probably drive, and so if you get caught up in traffic, this is my technique of not getting angry, because initially I do get angry, but then I start to think to myself, what if that person who cut me off just really needs to poop, right? What if they just were sitting in traffic for an hour and they're just trying to rush home so they don't poop their pants in their car? Then I'm think, oh, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense why they cut me off. And then I just assume that, and then I don't get angry. The anger just dissipates, and then I'll have a good day, right? That's the type of mentality that you need to adopt to be able to get into the vibrational state to attract the vibrational reality of peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance. Also, one thing I want to add where this can be practical in your life is whenever you make a mistake, it's easy to dwell on the mistake and to start to feel guilt and shame and then put yourself down. So recently I made a big mistake, and I think I might have cost myself a few grand, and that does hurt, right? That does hurt a lot, and I was wallowing in my shame and my guilt, and I was like trying to avoid the problem instead of trying to go to the solution and to journal and to write what caused me to make this mistake, and how can I better avoid this in the future. Because if I shift my perspective, if I embrace the vibration of peace, harmony, and flow, then I'm able to see it in a different light. I'm able to detach myself from the emotion and to put myself in a different vibrational state, to see this situation as this situation was placed by God for me to learn a certain thing. I need to learn this certain lesson for me to level up in the future. This was necessary. Perhaps learning this lesson, which has cost me financially, is going to help me monumentally in the future. And I believe that. Now I believe that. I've reframed my perspective, and I've journaled about it, and I have to connect to the idea that God is in the background. Things are working in the background for my benefit. The universe is conspiring to help me. And with this mindset, I can alchemize this situation into something good. And now, I'm chilling. Guys. Like I'm back into this vibration of peace and harmony, rather than the stress and the worry and the anxiety that I was trapped in. And yeah, that's just a practical example. This is the power of positive thinking. It's not just a gimmick. Like, it literally changes the way that you act and the way that you're going to interact with the world. And it changes your vibration, and it's going to change the way that the world interacts with you. It's difficult, but we are the creators, and that is a great power. And with great power comes great responsibility. God's given us the free will to choose our own thoughts. We've got the ability to consciously choose the quality of our life. So why not choose peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance? And I also want to bring up a very powerful quote which I came across, one of my favorite quotes of all time. Do not judge your day by how productive you are. Judge it by how present you are. And this goes into a deep idea of spiritual currency. So, you know how like in physical currency, you have like, say you have $10, you go to the shops, you pay $10 and you receive something in return. In the physical world, that is physical currency. But there's another thing. There is spiritual currency, where you spend your time and you pay your attention. Like, notice these words. We spend time and we pay attention. So what we spend our time on and what we pay our attention to is what the universe is going to pay back to us in return. Just like that shop analogy which I gave. You pay $10 at the shop and you might get, a bag of cheese. I literally spent $10 on a bag of cheese like yesterday. But yeah, that's in the physical world. But what about in the spiritual world? How does the universe operate? The universe operates through spiritual currency, what you spend your time on and you pay your attention to. So instead of spending your time on negative things like the news, which causes anxiety and stress, and paying attention to like things that don't even add value to your life, why not we spend our time and attention on things that get us into this state of peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance? And then the universe is going to reflect back to us the vibrational reality of the state that we are emitting. And how you can practically apply this in your life is that before, back in the days when I was making YouTube videos, I viewed it as a chore. I viewed it as, oh, dang it, I've got to record a video today and I've got to write a script and I really don't want to do this. And I viewed it as, from that state of stress, worry, hustle and anxiety, I viewed it as the hustle. But then now that I've reframed my perspective, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm in flow state right now and I'm enjoying the heck out of this. I feel like I'm an artist just flowing, and I feel like this is the place of creation that we want to put ourselves in. And this is not just in me creating videos. This isn't just a state of mind which I slip into when I'm creating YouTube videos. This is a state of mind which you slip into in your everyday life, because you are the creator of your life. You are the creator of your reality. So if you slip into this state of flow in your everyday life and you just flow in all the different tasks and things that you need to do in your day-to-day, no matter how mundane it is, and you are spending your time and paying your attention to the vibrational reality of peace, harmony, flow, and acceptance, and you're going to get that reflected back to you. That's how you get to your ideal reality. It's not through the hustle and grind. You can hustle your grind your way to $1 million, but it's not going to make you happy. And that's why there's this quote: heaven is a vibration and not a location. It is a vibration which you emit within yourself, and that will be reflected back to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some new perspectives on relaxation and flow and the whole notion and idea of do nothing and get everything. Because the law of attraction is always in operation. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. So why not choose peace, harmony, flow, acceptance, and relaxation, and make that your new state of being? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.